And now, the star of the show, Jordan Rogozinski.
Hello, folks. Welcome back to the Jordan 411 Sports Show. Today, we're just going to talk about the Winnipeg Jets mostly and some other topics around the NHL. I would like to welcome my co-host, my brother Jeremy, and my co-girl to the show.
The band is back together after 2 weeks of technical difficulties and illness. And boy, if you only would have seen this commotion 5 seconds before the show started, you would think we wouldn't know what we're doing. But anyway, welcome back, Jordan. Great to be back. I like sitting on this side of the mic instead of the other side of the mic.
Yeah. We're gonna start with off-season for the Jets players that we got rid of. So,
yeah, for those of you that don't know, we're doing a Jet season preview and a little bit of NHL talk too. Well, Jets off season. Well, they lose Nikolai Ehlers. Is that a big loss? I don't know. I mean, yeah, he's fast. He can create. But he's also injured a lot. So that's the downside. Hadn't really produced much in the playoffs. So is that a loss? I don't know. They lose Rasmus Kapari to Europe. They lose. And then they. Huh? Oh, yeah, Appleton went to Detroit. And then. And then they re-signed Pionk to, what was it, a 6 or 7 year deal, Michael?
6.
For $42 million?
6.
Yeah, 6, I mean, 6, 10, 7.
Yeah, 6 for 7 years. And then, what was the other? They re-signed,
They got the hometown boy back. How did that teach you?
Yeah, Jonathan Taves. Yeah, that's who I was missing. Yeah, Jonathan Taves. Yeah. What do you think about that, Jordan?
I think it's wonderful for the city. First off, honestly, I think the building's gonna be more full this year than in past years, and I think it will be full right away, where it normally takes a while because it's nice out to start the year. But I think people are excited to see number 19 play.
Yeah, it'll be interesting for me. You know, he's 37, hasn't played in 3 years. It'll be interesting how his body adapts. I mean, he's already injured. He's already got a bit nicked up in the preseason. But I'm hopeful that he can stay healthy and play most of the year. I think if he plays, he'll be a really impactful player.
Just looking up the Pionk contract, guys. It's 5 years and 7 per.
Oh, 5 years, 7 mil. Okay, yeah.
And as of right now, I'm just waiting to confirm they did place Billy Heinola and Walker Dewar on waivers.
They cleared.
They cleared? Okay, that's good.
Okay, so they're on the move.
That's
from
good.
Ken Weeb.
Perfect. I was just waiting for that, but I never saw it by the time we went to air here. I'll start this conversation because we'll kind of go back and forth, but I have some things that are kind of nipping at the heels, if you want to call it that. Are we surprised with Billy Heinola cleared waivers?
Not really. He's not an NHL defenseman. He didn't show that good in the preseason because I watched more than my brother. He didn't look that good to me. He kind of looks the same as he always has.
Yeah, he's been one of those guys that has never really found his footing, you know, but has he been given the chance that he deserves, right?
See, that's the debate, right? Because do you remember the year when Bufflin and all those defensemen retired? We lost Bufflin, we lost Myers.
Yeah, Trouba.
He came in as an 18-year-old, won a job.
Yeah.
Played game one, played terrific. He's had freak injuries and hasn't been able to find his spot as of late.
Yep.
Yeah, and I mean, are they playing the pylon Logan Stanley ahead of him? You know, it
Guys,
seems like,
I don't know about you, but I watched that game against Calgary.
Yeah.
And to keep it polite,
Yeah.
I hope we've seen the last of Logan Stanley, but I don't think so.
I know. I don't know what it is. They just have like a love for him.
You know what it is? His skill set is unique. We saw it in one of those scrums in the corner in that game. He was mixing it up with the best of the Flames. The problem is he can't put the defensive side of the game and the physical side of the game together. It's either one or it's the other, and I think management has not gotten rid of him because they feel like he's so close to putting it together.
Yeah.
But if you feel like you gave up on him and he becomes remember the thought, he's the next Zdeno Chara when he was drafted.
Yeah, right.
I think we're a long ways away from that, I think would be fair to say. But I think if you give up on a guy too soon, a new opportunity might have been best for Billy Hanel. And I said that yesterday when the news broke on our broadcast, that sometimes it's best for just a new opportunity. But I mean, to be honest, I think it's a not good indictment if the rest of the league has a shot at you and they don't take you.
Yeah, for sure.
No, that would be sad. That would show that you're not wanted by any other NHL team.
And I think Jordan and Jeremy, you guys would agree that I don't really think there was a spot for him on the roster last year. I didn't. This move is a year too late with Billy. But again, like the size and the tantalizing ability to police situations is what keeps him on the roster.
Yeah, yeah.
And
then,
go ahead. If you're Logan Stanley anyway, I mean, I understand it. Like you're not gonna. Realistically, he's a left-handed defenseman, right? And we have an abundance of left-handed,
too many.
We did lose Dylan Saber to an upper body injury. We've now lost Cole Perfetti to what is believed to be a high ankle sprain.
Ugh.
And we've also have Adam Lowry, who's recovering from off-season surgery. So to be honest, I think a 14-1 start for the Jets is a little bit out of the question. But this is a team for me that sounds, primed and ready to go. The biggest thing is, and they haven't really addressed this, and we can maybe talk about it. Jonathan Toews as his team's second line center, I have talked to a lot of fans. Like I worked at the Hockey for All Center, so there's constantly, people walking in and out with Jets jerseys and all that. And when you talk to a sampling of the public about what their expectations are for Jonathan Toews, it's a mixed bag. Some say he should be the third line center. Some say he should be the second line center. Some say he should be the fourth line center. This is just my opinion anyway. I think fans need to be patient with Jonathan Toews till January. Because I think to have him score 20 goals is a reach. If he can be, I keep saying it, if he can be 70% of the player that he was in Chicago, by the time the playoffs or the end of the season roll around, I think you're very happy with that.
Yeah, no, for sure. And it'll be interesting. Yeah, you're right. People got to be patient because, he hasn't played in 3 years. So it's going to take him time, right, to adjust and adapt, to the
Yeah.
physical side of it. I think the mental side will get it fast, but the physical side of it,
Yeah.
all the bumps and bruises you get, and you're not used to that. Your body.
I mean, in one of the preseason games too, he had a chance at an empty net, and he completely fluffed on the shot.
Yeah.
Again, I think it's one of those scenarios, and not to equate this to local hockey at all, but it's the example that I can see, predominantly where in my line of work. For most players that I've seen, their hands and their feet, as in their skating, are not quite computing to the same wavelength just yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I can't even imagine, and that's for the most part groups of players that have been off the ice since the middle of March to September. Now you add 2 years to that, right?
Oh, I know. That's a long
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, it is.
What about the loss of Dylan Sandberg?
Hayden Fleury to me has been a nice surprise in that spot. Hayden Fleury played some big minutes down the stretch. We lost Sandberg the last time. Where that was sort of the one down swoon of the Jet season was when Sandberg wasn't in the lineup. But we also lost another defenseman whose name does not quite ring a bell toward the end of toward the second half after Christmas. And that's how Fleury got in the lineup. And he was pretty serviceable. And if you remember in Game 7 against St. Louis, the Jets did not have Josh Morrissey for a large portion of that game.
Yeah.
And it was Logan Stanley, Hayden Fleury, Dylan DeMello. The five that were out there, they were down to 5 defensemen for almost 2 overtime periods.
Yeah.
Plus
Yes.
two regulation periods, right? So, and I think it's just Hayden Fleury taking advantage of a new situation. Like, he's the former first round pick of the Carolina Hurricanes. Didn't quite stick out, but I think to expect a guy like Hayden Fleury to play top 4 minutes long term, no. People's expectations versus what reality is for some of these players. I think to say that some people need a reality check on expectations is
for sure.
a bridge too far. But the player cannot outperform his previous ability when you've been somewhere for a period of time.
Yeah.
Like if you score 11 goals, 12 goals, 9 goals, and in year number 5 you score 30 goals, then you go back to 15 goals, and this is just an example.
Yeah.
Well, all of a sudden he's got a 30-goal season, but you look at the
overall sample size.
You look at the complexion as a whole, and past performance is usually an indicator of future success. Usually.
Yeah. And then
Gustav Nyquist.
Gustav Nyquist we picked up.
I think he'll be okay.
See, that's the one to me. That's the one to me that doesn't make a whole lot of sense on surface level. I don't believe it's as simple as the Nick Ehlers for Gustav Nyquist, replacement.
No, they're not comparable players.
They're not even close. But I think if you can get a defensively responsible Gus Nyquist, I think that's a whole new. I think that's a whole new conversation that we're gonna have to have. Is what does that look like? And the big news too is the Jets. You may have seen this yesterday, and I'm reading it right out of the press release from Winnipeg Jets PR. They have agreed to a 2-year contract extension with Nikita Chibrikov.
Yeah.
So I think really the way this roster is constructed, it's 3 forwards battling for one spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's Parker Ford in a battle with Brad Lambert and Nikita Chibikov for one spot.
Yeah. I think personally one young guy makes it, like, gets in there quite a bit and makes the team this year. Or if there's an injury, like Tiberkov gets called up right away.
Yes.
Like we're gonna have this discussion about, and we know this from now until the end of time and even previous time. Ooh, that guy didn't make the opening day roster. What's the problem? That guy didn't make the opening day roster. Well, come April and season's end and 82 games have been played, that player that we were complaining about but didn't make the opening day roster winds up playing 40-something games. So
injuries happen, right? Hockey's rough. So
rough.
I think the Jets guys are so well positioned up front. I think Colby Barlow had a great camp, and what I was talking to some people, some individuals that cover the team on a closer basis than I do, they just raving about the work that Colby Barlow did between the end of last year and this year.
Yeah.
Barlow will be with the Moose this year, so he won't be that far. But guys, something that really excites me, I think we're going to see a vastly improved Moose team this year over what they had in the last couple of years. And now you got Braden Yager on that team. Tell you what, if this is a 2-year experiment with Jonathan Toews at second line center, let's say this year and next year.
Yeah.
And then 2 years from now, your second line center is Braden Yager over what Rutger McGroarty was.
Yeah, I know.
Like to me, that's a pretty big upgrade.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't mean to ramble, but I just feel like I'm very, very excited about this prospect group that the Moose have. And then Dom Devin Chintis also was pretty good. Thomas Milich had a really good rookie season. He really struggled last year, Thomas Milich, but I think that was a byproduct of the entire Moose team. I think the Moose were too young last year, and they needed guys to show them the direction of how to do things as a pro. And I think they're over that hump this year. I put it this way, I would be very shocked if the Moose aren't in the playoff hunt in the last 5 games of the season. This, to me, should be a Moose team that makes the playoffs. Otherwise, I have some real concerns about putting your prospects in a losing environment in the AHL. Although they'll say, they need to practice and play and ripen so that, the Jets have a wagon firing in the NHL. But again, I just think it's all interconnected in some way.
Yeah, we definitely have a very exciting prospect pool. Now I want to get into maybe some predictions.
Sure.
Yeah.
And I'll start. Where do we think the Jets are going to finish in the Central?
Third.
I think second.
I'll go third. Third.
Okay, third.
What? Why the hesitation, Jordan?
Cause why? Because if they shock the world again and have a good start.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Nobody saw the 14-1 start coming out of the out of the cannon last year. The way I see this going, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, I see a bit of a slower start. They'll be middle of the pack. Then I think this team that December hits, the Olympic break hits, I think they're really going to hit the ground coming out of the Olympics in February, and they're going to carry that into finishing third in the Central behind Colorado and Dallas.
Yep.
See, I think Colorado wins the Central this year. I think Dallas finishes second. I think the Jets fight Dallas for home ice, and it comes down to the last week. That's how I see it.
Yeah. I don't know. I think Dallas finishes ahead of Colorado. They win the Central.
Interesting.
Yeah. What do you think, Jordan? Dallas or Colorado wins the Central?
They're both good. But Dallas is a bit deeper, I would say, than Colorado.
Here's the thing, though. One thing we're forgetting about Colorado, they basically TLC'd their whole roster in the middle of the season last year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think with the chemistry that they're going to have this year, they're going to hit the ground running.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
And I think that whole division is going to be a slot. I think 5 Central teams made the playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And
bold prediction. I think everybody who made the playoffs in the West last year makes it this year. No changes.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah, I would agree.
What do we think about the other Canadian teams?
Well, Oilers will be good. They're always good. They have McJesus and Draisaitl. So
Well, we got the news today. McDavid has signed a 2-year, $12.5 million AAV extension, which to me just absolutely blows my mind. But he didn't even take a pay raise.
I know that's crazy.
And then we have Kaprizov signing for $14 million.
Yeah. That shocks me a bit.
This to me is a bad sign for the NHL. Because I tell you what, managers are going to look at it and say, well, McDavid's at the hometown discount. He's the best player in the NHL. So should you.
Yeah. And now you have the Kyle Connor deal coming.
Yeah, we'll see what it comes down to. I'm hearing some scuttlebutt about it. I believe it was David Pidnata who said it was between 11 and 12. What was it, 11 and 12 million or 12 and 13?
You
13?
You said 12 and a half.
Yeah, I think that number is going to be 12 and a half, but 12.75 when all is done.
Yeah, that seemed reasonable.
And there's reporting out this morning, I don't know if you saw it, but Lane Hudson had a $9.75 million AAV contract on the table from the Montreal Canadiens.
Wow.
That just goes to show where the money is heading in hockey.
Oh, I know. It's crazy.
And then the McDavid contract comes in. Like, to me, this is no word of a lie. I'm stunned Kaprizov got what he got.
Yeah.
That is a big overpay for a team that I thought learned from Ryan Suter and and the forward there that they had to buy out. Zach Parise.
Zach Parise, yeah.
But again, $14 million for Kaprizov and McDavid now 12 and a half.
Yeah, it makes Scheifele and Connor Hellebuyck deal look great. That's for sure.
Absolute bardroons,
Yeah.
if you know what I mean. Because we have the reigning MVP, the reigning Vezina Trophy, and he's signed for $9.5 million for now 8 years.
Yeah. Yep. Who do we think gonna lead the Jets in goals?
Connor.
Yeah.
Connor.
KFC. Yeah, I call Kyle F and Connor, but
yeah,
I call him KFC, but Kyle Connor.
Yeah. Who's the player that we think will surprise on the Jets this year? I have one name that comes to mind immediately.
Morgan Barron.
Parker Ford.
Yeah.
I'll say Chiberkov.
Yeah.
If he could stay healthy, I mean, Chiberkov had 3 goals in his first 4 NHL games and then got hurt.
Yeah, no.
Who will have the most fights?
Stanley.
I think Miller. Colin Miller.
Yeah, it depends how many games he plays.
Yeah.
I think Lowry still.
Yeah, Lowry, yeah. when he gets back.
But he's missing till mid-November, late October,
I know.
early November.
Yeah.
It's interesting, right?
Yeah.
Now the big question: what's your Stanley Cup final matchup and champion?
Oof. This early? Oh my god.
Come
Well,
on, it's a preview show.
Out of the East, I have Florida.
You need to put your you know what on the line
I
sometime.
have Florida out of the East. And in the West, I have Dallas. And I have Florida winning it again.
Despite missing Bartov for the whole year
Yep. Yep.
and to Chet for half the year.
Yep.
They'll find a way.
They'll find a way.
I have Colorado in the West and who in the East? Let's go. Toronto.
Toronto.
Did you just want to make me happy so I wouldn't leave the show? Be honest.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes.
I think I would pass out if they ever made the final.
No, but okay, since Jordan's got me going down this train, I'm gonna go absolutely nuts and say the Stanley Cup final will be Toronto and Vegas.
Yeah. Yeah.
And let's sort it out with Mitch Marner playing his former team.
Yeah, that would be wild, eh?
Yeah.
And John Tavares scoring the overtime winner in Game 6 to give the Leafs their first Stanley Cup since '67, with Mitch Marner right on the ice at the same time.
That would be wild.
That's the conspiracy theory drama 101.
Yeah, don't take our predictions to heart, people.
No, and watch these end up on YouTube Shorts to get people's attention.
Yeah.
No, but in all seriousness, with the chaos, I needed to be Vegas. I needed to be. I'm gonna stick with Vegas, Toronto. I really am.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't. Florida's just gonna be digging themselves too big of a hole to make the comeback.
Yeah.
But Edmonton dig themselves a hole too last year.
I mean, whatever happened between Tampa and Florida this weekend, we saw no love lost with over 300 minutes of penalties.
That was wild.
That's Tampa. That's Tampa probably trying to intimidate the Panthers.
Yeah.
And the rest of the NHL saying thank you very much.
Yeah, I know.
I have one more. Who will lead the team in penalty minutes?
Oh,
for the Jets?
Yeah. Me and Jeremy can't pick the same guy.
What's his name? Copey or Copey or Pete? What's
Kepke?
Kepke? Him. I pick him.
Who has the most penalty minutes? Do we have a Jeopardy theme music?
I know.
Stanley.
I honestly don't know, guys.
Yeah.
Fighting is down so much, you're basically counting stick infractions.
I know. And even then, some of them are so soft.
The Jets were such a disciplined team last year that it's hard to compare the two, right?
Stanley, because he can't move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a pylon.
Last question. Absolute last question.
Yeah.
Wildest NHL hot take this year. Lead wide.
Oof.
You want mine first so you have some kind of an idea?
Yeah, sure.
The top 3 teams in the Atlantic by season end will all be Canadian teams.
Oh, wow.
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 Ottawa, Montreal, and Toronto, and some form in the Atlantic 1, 2, 3.
Mitch Marner won't get over 50 goals.
Oh, that's a good one. I like that one.
Yes.
Um,
I have another one if you want some kind of an idea.
yeah, sure.
Josh Morrissey wins the Norris.
Yeah.
It could be a simple Jeremy.
I have one. Hellbuck repeats as Vezina and Hart winner.
You took it right out of my mouth. That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
mine.
Yeah.
Well, what can we do? We'll revisit this at the end of the season and
Yeah,
see just
bit of a longer one, but that's okay.
We'll revisit this at the end of April, and then we'll see how
Yeah.
wrong we all were, right?
Yeah, no, well, I'm sure we'll all be totally wrong, but that's okay.
Yeah.
We're perceived experts. I can't wait till my Vegas Golden Knights Toronto pit makes the YouTube shorts.
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
You have one job, Jeremy, and that's the YouTube short that, and then the viewers will go
I know.
because everybody
I
hates the
know.
Leafs. At least my Cowboys quarterback, Dak Prescott, is the best quarterback in the NFL. It can't
Yeah,
be
and then I
debated.
have Jake Ferguson in fantasy
Nice.
and George Pickens.
Oh,
Trey is beating me 129 to 118, but he's done, and I have Travis Etienne tonight.
I have
So
Mahomes
if
tonight.
Etienne goes off, I'll beat him by like 2 or 3.
I have Mahomes and I have the kicker Little for Jacksonville tonight.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
down by 30 in my matchup.
Well, Mahomes could go off. You never know.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. And that fantasy football talk. Let's wrap this one up.
Okay, folks. Well, that was fun. Hope you enjoyed the show, and thank you all for supporting. And yes, the YouTube shorts will be out. And goodbye.
Yeah, and we'll see you all next time. Thank you all for supporting. Sorry it was a long show, but we'll it is what it is, and we appreciate everyone who watches. And thank you. We'll see you next time.
Bye.